What's going on is that we're live!
Nothing.
Whoa!
What's going on? Hello, friends.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes.
Alright, so the games that I got were...
Yes.
Mysterium?
Good choice. Good choice.
Oh, I thought you said terrible choice.
No, very, very good choice. Very good choice.
Horrified?
Never heard of
Terrible
it.
choice.
I don't know, it's like you beat up zombies and vampires and stuff. I don't know. Some strategy game.
Sounds interesting.
Second Thought, which is like some word game or something.
Okay.
What else do we get? Oh, we got just Life. Just regular, good old Life.
Classic game of life.
Because we have
Alright.
SpongeBob Life, but they changed too much and it's bad. So we're getting regular Life, which now you can get pets in. So Melissa's very excited for it.
Regular.
They had that in Monsters Inc. Life.
They
Children.
well, you could get pets in SpongeBob Life, but it wasn't. They didn't have little tokens.
Oh yeah.
You also couldn't. You also couldn't have kids in SpongeBob Life, which is most of why Melissa plays that game. Also,
Have kids.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what else we got. Oh, we got Box One, some like puzzle thing that Neil Patrick Harris made.
Okay.
There's this really good game. I don't know if it's Monopoly. It's super fun. Have you played it?
Yeah, it's ranked like
It's-
10,000th on BoardGame.com, but that's okay.
Good.
You like board games? You should really try Monopoly. It's so good.
Wow. Triggering.
Here we go. Big art. All right, well, another MS Paint, another night.
Here we are once again, boyos.
Bios.
Here I go to paint on my own.
We got there.
You're not painting on your own. There's all of us, and we're here too.
Here I go to paint with my bros.
There we go.
Now.
What we're gonna paint, only chat knows.
Now.
That's all I got.
Why can't I find a larger erase tool?
Cause you
Because you're bad. Did you not unlock that?
Yeah, I haven't unlocked the erase.
What level are you, Max?
Yeah.
I'm only on level 4 because I just started, guys.
We told you to do the tutorial, Max.
You had to-
It unlocks after you do the
have to
tutorial.
grind, Max.
Guy, I've watched like 45 hours on Twitch of this game. I know how to play. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't count unless you do it in the game, Max.
Oh.
Hey, OJ Mall.
Max, we all agreed we were gonna grind up to level 10.
Yeah.
Look.
And we
I'll
can
be there in no
start-
time.
And we can start getting the real drop rates. Like I'm talking 10 to 15% when we do the boss raid.
Yeah, level 10 is when you get past the tutorial stuff.
Yep. Happy Tuesday, Sparrow Maid.
Well,
What's up, friends?
there must be a. Oh, I think I can select
you're on-
all,
If
delete.
you're on actual
Okay,
MS
fine.
Paint, you can
We're good.
you can use the select tool to
I just
do that.
selected and deleted.
I also just make a new thing. And it all goes away.
or just a big blank square.
This is true.
You're just a big blank square.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, that was
Keep it civil,
uncalled for.
Max.
Whoa. Sugar.
Alrighty. Well, let's not dilly-dally on this silly train of ours. Let's get the engine rolling, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it said. I guess I'll get the tiny Steve. That one's me. Alrighty, friendos.
Friendo.
Let's get to it. Sip of anticipation. Who's going first? Danny boy.
Let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
All right. Okay, we're gonna spin the wheel real quick. All right, everyone, look down at my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the wheel.
Before we do that,
if you shared your screen in Ninja, would that throw off your setup?
well, you can see it, Alex, if you're still in Ninja.
I can see.
Oh no, you can't. It's the one screen you can't see. I lied to you.
Yeah, that would be so much easier than having to deal with like the stream delay and everything.
No, it's okay. He's actually just drawing he's just drawing it right now.
No. We got it. All right. So we have our wheel, right?
Sure.
I'll give it a little color spice. So we.
Before we do this, I want to know what everyone's goal for tonight is. I want everyone to set some artistic goals that we'll aim for tonight. Steve, what's your artistic goal for tonight?
I'm in my post-expressionism phase.
All right, people are gonna hold you to that, Steve. Is that not really where you want to be?
It's post-expressionism, so it's gonna be tricky to learn, but I think I can handle it.
Alrighty, Max, what's your artistic goal for tonight?
I want to. I want to make something that's good that people don't know. People don't understand why it's good.
I see. Dan, do you have an artistic goal for this evening?
I want to create a meme format that takes over Reddit.
All right, that's a good goal. Alex, do you have a goal?
Yeah, I want at least one of my drawings to be just unexpected, to get an unexpected reaction.
That's a good one.
All attainable goals.
All attainable.
What about you, Dom?
I wanna experiment with the tools at our disposal tonight in MS Paint. Really challenge myself to use different brushes. But,
yeah, I forget those are there.
Yep, me too.
All right.
Too.
Hey, Scoob, thanks for the sub.
Good to see you, Scoop. That's right. Nothing but classes tonight.
All right, we ready to spin this wheel?
Oh, I'm so ready, Daniel.
All right, here it goes.
Somebody threw a dart and it landed on Steve.
All right, it's Steve.
I don't think we should count that because I'm the one who threw that dart. And
Well, Steve, it counts already. You're going, my guy.
All right, so I'm judging this round.
Yes, this is your round, Steve. So you pick the prompt, and then you get to judge the results. Get out my hands.
What's the time frame we're doing?
I think we figured out 4 minutes is kind of our ideal, right?
Yeah, 4 minutes was the sweet spot.
Yeah. Enough time to get something on paper, but not enough time to make it good. Wasn't that what we figured out?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Alrighty, so I've got the timer set for 4 minutes, and I'm going to crank up the volume so that you can hear it. And chat, this is more for later, but put any suggestions you think would be fun for us to draw. I'm just gonna come up with something right now, but for those coming later, feel free to drop some knowledge or expectations on them to carry on. But our first task is you are all going to draw your favorite kids cartoon as your favorite action movie.
Oh, my goodness.
They both have to be our favorite.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What if my favorite kids cartoon already did an episode that was essentially my favorite action?
Then you have to draw something equivalent, but you're not allowed to take a screenshot. Or you're not allowed to take stills from the episode in question.
Wait, I'm really having a tough time narrowing down both of these things.
Yeah.
All right. You're not allowed to think, so get ready.
You said action movie?
Yes, action
Okay.
movie. So like, I'm thinking like your Fast and the Furious, your the movies that you go to eat some popcorn and not think for 2 hours. All right, we got 4 minutes on the clock. Ready and go.
Shit, I don't even know what my favorite action movie is, but
Yeah, I'm now
Wow.
Googling what action movies are, just to make
that's what I'm
sure.
gonna do.
So you've got like your Die Hards, your Fast and the Furious. I already said that. Pacific Rim is an action movie because it's just robots fighting monsters.
Hmm.
That's Alex's favorite.
Superhero movies generally fall in that same category because it's fun action adventure.
Oh god.
What I don't see as much brainstorming with is your favorite kids cartoon. Now this could be anything from your Ren and Stimpy's to your codename Kids Next Door, which is already an action adventure, to I forgot my favorite. Chat, what's your favorite action movie
Ooh,
starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson specifically?
I'll do that one.
All right, we're coming up on the 3-minute mark.
Oh,
God, I've done nothing. I don't even know what the movie
No.
is yet. Oh, jeez.
Just draw something.
Yeah. I just wanted to be honest to your vision, Steve.
Starring or just having him in? I will allow just having Dwayne The Rock Johnson in, because I'm a big Rock fan. I had so as a gag, one of my friends for my birthday got me a Dwayne The Rock action figure, except that was probably more of a doll. It was a weird G.I. Joe situation. But yeah, it's fun
Oh my god.
fun times. Tooth Fairy, that's a good one. That's a good
Why?
one.
Why? Okay.
Baywatch, 2 minutes.
fuck this.
You're at the halfway mark. Well, past the halfway mark now. As a person with 2 nephews and a niece, I have to watch Moana a lot. So that's a lot of Dwayne The Rock Johnson for my life.
I'm gonna get him.
Oh, Pokemon? Is that Post Malone's Pokemon debut? Yamcha. Is that also Yamcha?
What?
Oh my god.
Actual hell did I do?
Oh, that's gonna be difficult. All right, we passed the 1:30 mark.
Oh shit.
Great. I can see some fantastic little scribbles coming up through the filters. Remember, chat, feel free to add some suggestions for us to draw later in the night as we round down to past our 1 minute mark, specifically 48 seconds.
Fuck. Oh my god.
So if you guys didn't, if any of you in chat didn't know what's happening tonight, we're going to be doing MS Paint challenges throughout the night, where one of us in the hot seat will come up with a prompt and have to judge everyone who made 30 seconds. And we will either come up with those ourselves, those prompts, or pick from chat. And these poor fools will have to draw it and be judged. And whoever gets
How much
the
time,
least amount
Steve?
will win. We got 10 seconds.
Wow, Steven.
I've been giving you the time this whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Fuck me.
Okay,
Second warning.
okay. It's
did the
the
best we
first
could.
drawing, and I feel like I could have done worse.
It's the first drawing. Don't think I could have done worse, but that's okay.
Yeah, I wanted to start it harder so that it feels like it'll only get easier as we go along.
Let's
So-
reconsider it, you Stephen.
Which one of you would like to go first? Is there anyone in the class that would like to present?
My-
I'll
I'll
go
go-
first.
No,
Max, please, after
I'll
you.
go first. Mine's not good, so
All right.
I'll go first.
Yikes.
Max,
Um,
explain to me how this meets your criteria of
Sure.
what you had planned.
So I chose Jurassic Park as the action movie, as you can tell. And then you can probably tell from the yellow square, I chose SpongeBob. And my vision is that it's the same plot as Jurassic Park, but there's a giant killer squid rather than a giant T-Rex. And this is the
Oh.
scene where that happens.
See, I thought that was the Starship Enterprise. That's why I was
Oh,
confused.
that was your mistake.
Yes, my mistake.
Come on, Dom. That's obviously the Starship Ennobler. Enterprise doesn't have that many lines coming off of it.
Yeah,
I didn't assume it was an accurate representation.
I want you to take note of the detail that I put into the SpongeBob as well.
It's very good.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
All right, Dom, you also wanted to go first, so I'll let you go second.
Oh, thank you. So this is a cartoon that I talk about frequently because I was one of 7 people in the world to watch it. This is Megas XLR, where there's a giant robot that had a car for a head, and it was driven by a guy named Cooper. And for my action movie, it's very subtle because of the scale of the robot. But this right here, and if you'll excuse me just for notation purposes,
Only for
This-
notation.
The Infinity Gauntlet?
nope, it's the Declaration of Independence.
Oh.
So
Hell yeah.
I really feel like National Treasure would have been a much quicker movie if they had a giant robot that just could have gone yoink. But this is my submission.
All right, great, thank you. Who wants to go next, Dan or Alex?
I'll go.
All right, Dan.
So, in my drawing here, you can see Benicio del Toro from Sicario prepared to shoot SpongeBob in the face in front of his children.
Okay.
It's good, Dan.
Speaks for himself.
Yeah.
Speaks for itself. Honestly, this is
Yeah.
art, Dan.
Hopefully the bullet doesn't go through one of his holes. You're right. And but I was worried you wouldn't be able to tell who it was, so I didn't have time to write out Benicio, so I just called him Ben Del Toro.
The forgotten
Ben
Del Toro
Del Toro.
brother.
It's okay, Dan. Even writing his name, I have no idea who he is. So don't you worry your little head.
Good.
Great. Anything else you want to share with the class about this, or?
No, that's all.
Oh.
All right, Alex, you can hide no more. Show us what you have.
Like I said, mine already exists. My kids show was Rugrats, and my action movie was Pacific Rim. And Rugrats had basically a movie where it was Pacific Rim, which was Rugrats in Paris, where they had a giant Reptar bot fighting a giant snail robot thing. So I tried to depict that as best I could.
I can see it's a nice Reptar.
Thank
And
It's a good one.
snail.
I wanted to make sure it was recognizable.
And also Eiffel Tower there. That's good.
Yeah, I had to plan for a cityscape. I had like a picture of a cityscape, but then I realized that like drawing over that wasn't going to work because then I couldn't fill in colors and stuff like that. So I ended up just kind of scribbling in a city last second there, but I think it gets the point across. I think it shows their scale well enough.
It does look like a capital A. You're right.
Well, because it's in Paris, and what do you have in Paris? A capital A. Anyway, time to move on to scoring. So I'm going to start with the last and work our way up, as we are wont to do on this. So for our last place getting 4 points, I believe it
Yep.
is.
It's a close score.
Will be Max. I did like your representation, but ultimately you didn't put enough SpongeBob into the SpongeBob. I would have given you. I might have bumped you up if you had added some detail to the characters, but that's where you are at. And as for number 3, visually, I think it was very striking, but unfortunately, I felt the concept was a little lackluster. So I'm sorry, Alex, but you are in number 3. Your art was good, but you did just draw a scene from an existing property, whereas our number 2 place, Dan, drew a very faithful rendition of some actor that I have no idea who they are, but they are definitely about to shoot SpongeBob. So. And then for concept alone, I put Dom at number 1 because just that idea of then just go yoink, roll credits.
Thank you. Alex, I just want to say the shapes you have in your Reptar are so good. That leg is just solid, super solid.
I thought I was getting last place for sure.
I think what gets me the most about Dan's drawing is just the expressionless, faceless SpongeBob that just looks completely, totally ready to take a bullet and not flinch at all.
This is what I
I mean,
wish.
it's the mad lean that Ben has. It's just like, what?
The thing is I always want to draw like perspective, but I can't draw perspective. It's supposed to be a shot from like behind SpongeBob, and like it's not that I just didn't draw his face; it's the back of him. It's like,
Oh,
Right.
But you
closer
did
to the camera
also-
in that case.
I thought it was just a gritty, realistic version of SpongeBob where he wouldn't actually have a face because real sea sponges don't have faces.
should have put a butt crack. I guess you're right. I did not draw his pants.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you didn't draw pants, you drew his sleeves. So he's canonically wearing sleeves.
You said we had 10
Yeah.
seconds, so we had 10 seconds left, Steve. What do you want from me?
But it is.
No, I just like that mental
SpongeBob.
image that he's naked.
It is canon that SpongeBob has a very juicy round ass, though. So, unfortunately, you did miss out on that part.
Yeah,
Got
that would have
that
gotten me
Krabby
first
Patty
for
cake.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that probably would have gotten you first.
All right,
Alrighty.
Dom, you're up.
Who goes next?
Me. All right, chat. Let's look for those suggestions. I know you got them. Guys, don't forget to save your drawings if you like them too, as well.
I did save them.
Alrighty, so chat. What do you guys? What do you want to draw? Oh, I like that a lot. That's a very good suggestion, Scoob. We're gonna go with that. I want to see Hogwarts meets pro wrestling. That's it. That's all. That's your
shit.
prompt. Hogwarts meets pro wrestling. I guess I'll start timer. Nope, not the 2019 movie timer. That's incorrect. All right, your time starts now. Oh boy, I'm so excited. It's gonna be a good one.
Fuck. Okay.
These prompts are getting stronger and stronger. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Chat, how's everyone doing out there in Chatland tonight? I hope you all are enjoying yourselves. Please draw along and play along with us. I would love to see your interpretations of some of these prompts. You all have such clever ideas. I was just looking through our Discord the other day, and I found the wet undersea burger that Maniac Larissa made, and I was dying. That was very good. So I was really enjoying seeing your brain at work as well.
Fuck.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
How?
How isn't too quick or too slow? Because that felt like a long minute on my end.
That.
It always feels longer when you're the announcer.
Yeah, it super does. It's just you and the world. Oh boy. Busy day. San
I need
Antonio.
a reference
Ooh.
image.
Dog sitting for a month. I hope you like the dog. Be awkward if you did. That's fun. That's fun.
Oh god.
How you doing, everybody? Steve, your canvas is looking real blank, my guy.
That's because I haven't filled in any colors.
Oh, he's outlining. That's smart. Easy money. Always a better house than a deal. Yeah, true. Although I assume if it's for a month, it's probably at their place. Worked, ready for vacation? You know, I was just thinking about vacations too, Jamal. Do you have any place in mind you'd like to go for vacation? 2 minutes, by the way. We're halfway there.
Oh, God.
I always think about staycation. The first time I ever heard the word staycation is in the movie Beetlejuice. And then they die. So I always kind of had a bad impression of staying home for vacation because I was like, then you're done. Steve, you got to connect those tangents, my guy. You got to make sure there's no open space on the canvas.
Don't look at those flashes that are happening in the background.
I know what that pink square means. There it is.
I don't know where these tangents are coming from.
Also, I think it's not what a tangent is. I think a tangent is the way the lines intersect.
It's still not connected.
Just for those of you that are playing at home. Corner gas means it can finish.
My hand is fucking
Never heard of that.
cramping.
Oh, who doesn't love belly rubs? We are at 1 minute, 60 seconds on the clock.
Oh,
Starting
God.
now.
Can you please just more time?
Where the
Go. We all got an equal amount of 4 minutes. Steve, I keep seeing pink flashes, my guy. You've got 45 seconds to get it together.
Fuck. How do
I
I?
don't know what's going on. Seeing some bold shapes, some blurred shapes here. Don't know what those translate to. Final 30. Final 30.
Can I go back to?
Harry Potter meets professional wrestling. What is that gonna be? And it could be a lot of things. I'm sure of all the people here, I probably know the least about Harry Potter, although I have the strongest opinions. 10 seconds. The old 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Let's see it.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Oh
Alrighty. Who
I'm
wants to go
ashamed.
first?
I want to start this one off.
Alrighty. Alex has elected to go first. Alex, let's see it.
All right, so I decided that the Weasley twins were going to be a tag team duo. And they decided to fly in on opposite sides and double team pile drive Snape in the middle of the ring. So that's kind of the scene that I've created here.
I love it. It's weird. The art looks kind of Seussian in a way. I don't know if that's like what that says, but it's good. It's not bad. Gives me kind of like flag for rejected European country vibe, but I like it. Alrighty, who is next?
Can I just get mine out of the way?
Yeah, Steve. Let's see it.
Mine's not finished. That's why I just wanna do this because my freaking lines weren't connecting. But I was gonna draw the houses as luchadors, and here's a Ravenclaw with a raven on his chest, about to body slam a Slytherin.
Steve, not a really good knowledge of your audience here. As a Slytherin, I don't think I would want to be losing in the photo, but that's
But
okay.
canonically, that's what happens to Slytherins. So
It's
I'm
true.
sorry.
That's why we have a chip on our shoulder. Alrighty, up next.
I guess I'll go.
Yes, please.
Okay. So this is a classic scene from Harry Potter.
I do know this one.
And what was it? The Chamber of Secrets, where Snape is fighting whoever that guy is on the table. Except
blind guy,
it's a wrestling match on the table. It's a table match. And you might be thinking, why is there a speech bubble when the person isn't saying anything? And that's because
comic Max. Is that what's happening?
it's such a intense moment. Everybody is speechless, and that's what that represents.
That's a good. Yeah. All right. I'm seeing some moves here. Daniel.
All right, and mine, it's another classic scene. You have Bellatrix pinning Sirius Black and killing him on the wrestling ring with Harry agape.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. All right, let me see the form of him again.
Yeah, you could do that.
Alrighty, look at these beautiful friends we have here. Well, I think
it's hard to draw her hair, okay?
I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. Steve, it's like on Chopped when they go too big and they don't finish the dish in time. You hate to see it because it would have been tasty, I'm sure. But
I didn't even go too big. It was my stupid lines weren't connecting.
I'm sorry to hear it, my friend. I'm sorry to hear it. But unfortunately, that means 4th place for you, Steve. In 3rd place, with a very, very solid depiction of a scene in the movie, but almost no wrestling elements whatsoever, is Maximilian.
Me!
I'm sorry, Max. It's a good. If I had said draw me a scene from Harry Potter, you'd be getting 1st place, but that's not what the prompt was.
Yeah.
So there's not. If you would put ropes in it, you probably got it 1st. I'm not gonna lie, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But this is a tough one. I actually really like both of these, kind of in their own way. But I think, I think on pure imagination alone, I'm going to give 1st place to Alex on this one, and Dan, you were getting 2nd.
That's more than I thought I'd get. I'm grateful for everything. Thank you.
No, yours was really good. Honestly, yours was very good. I was debating. I just feel like the work Alex was able to produce in the same amount of time is a little bit more of a higher quality. But you did good. You did good.
Yeah. It was mostly
That
me.
makes one of us.
It was mostly me staring at their hair and then still drawing it poorly.
Reference doesn't make good art. It just makes good reference. Alrighty.
I like your style, Dan.
I do too. The rope looks really good on you. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's slightly transparent. But I really like it.
I changed to a different thing.
I know. Spray paint can was a bold choice, but
yeah, whatever.
But yeah. All right. Round 3.
All right, Alex is up.
Okay. All right, chat. I'm gonna need your help. Similar to how Dom needed your help. Also, I'm going to turn on a light because I realize I'm kind of dark right now.
Well, geez, you better lighten up.
That's a bit better.
You're dark.
That's a little bit better.
All right, what new pen tool will I use today?
It was my props, Dan. You got to do your own thing.
I know. Hold on, my meme is coming.
All right. Let's see your meme format.
How do you change? Oh, you can change the size. Oh.
You get real thick brushes.
Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. We need something a little bit saucy here. We're gonna go with sexy food items.
Sexy food items.
My.
Yeah. Sexy
I like
food
this.
items.
I like this.
You do not have to get saucy. I just want to preface that. It can be any food item, saucy or not.
Literally
Let me
saucy.
pull up my timer, my handy dandy timer here. All right, and your 4 minutes starts now.
Holy crap, I just had full vision. All right, let's do it.
I cannot wait to see the results of this one.
Oh, fuck.
It's probably going to be pretty wild. Oh boy. Well, hey chat. I literally pretty much just pulled up chat because my computer has been running very slow and it's been very difficult to run chat and stream and everything all at once here. So, hi, how's everyone doing? I'm so glad that you enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed my drawings so far, specifically the last one, because I'm not good at drawing in paint. So I'm glad that my ideas got me some kind of merit to that one. Hopefully chat is not frozen for me, because I have no way of telling.
Last thing is literally Saucy from...
Okay, yeah, we're good. That's 1 minute down, 3 to go. Drawing in paint requires knowing what tools to cut corners. That's very true. Honestly, I'm pretty good at like photoshopping in paint. Like I did that a lot for like school projects and just like fun side things like projects and stuff like that, is I could like photo edit and stuff like that in paint and make it okay. But just straight up drawing in paint, especially drawing anything with a mouse, it's just abysmal. I can't do it. So unfortunately. Have you seen my Pokemon starter drawings in paint? I did them on stream. I have not, unfortunately, but grew up drawing with a ball and mouse. Yeah, honestly, anyone that can draw with a mouse is impressive. Just impressive, because I certainly can. And we are now at 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes down, 2 to go. We are halfway there, boys. Wow, time is really flying by, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, I've used like a mouse all my life and would draw things on the computer pretty regularly just for fun, but no. Although my computer is a touchscreen and I do have a stylus, so nowadays if I ever want to do something creative, typically I'll just kind of go for that. Not that I'm any kind of an artist even with the correct implements, but you know. How are you guys feeling about your drawings? Feeling confident? Feeling good?
I will if I get a little bit more work done.
Well, you've got just over a minute to do it. We're rounding up on 3 minutes right now. That's 3 minute mark. 1 minute to go. So get ready. Siki provided an example of their art. Oh, yeah, that's way better than anything I could do in MS Paint. I feel like you have posted to our Discord like some MS Paint art before. Maybe. I think that was you. Which, that's good. That's way better than I could do. I'm not an MS Paint artist. Okay, we have just about 20 seconds left. 20 seconds. Get your finishing touches, my guys. 15 seconds now. Better hurry. Better get those last bits in. Okay, and that's time. Hands up.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if I need to.
Oh, fuck.
This is bad. This is bad.
I hope it's bad in a good way.
It might be. I don't know.
Who's going first?
Who would like to go first?
Can I go third? Is that allowed?
Sure. I mean, I'll go first.
Okay, Steve.
All right. I thought of personally who I think is the sexiest food item, and it is by far the Pillsbury Doughboy. So now we have the Pillsbury Doughboy with a little bit of a blowtorch. He's made of dough, so his buns are heating up. They're starting to bake to golden brown perfection, and he's blowing a kiss at you.
Wow.
It's good.
Yeah, just wow. I'm impressed. I'm pretty impressed, Steve. You really hit the prompt on this one.
See what happens when I bump my
brush size up so that my lines connect.
Yes. A bit unsettling, agree, but you know what? If you weren't feeling a little bit uncomfortable, then it's probably not making you feel much of anything. So, all right, who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Max.
I'm actually pretty proud of what I made. It is a slice of watermelon with juicy shorts on. And the watermelon's kind of like looking back at it, you know?
It's
one of those like over the shoulder.
Yeah, it's an over the shoulder. They're looking back at it.
Wow. Okay, I saw the angle, like to define that it's like 3-dimensional, and I thought that maybe that was like a butt crack definition.
Oh, no. But you could say that it's thick.
It is a thick slice of watermelon, that's for sure. Seedless or seed? I mean, there's clearly seeds there, but are those just the little like seedless kind, or is it?
It's those little white seeds that are like thin and easy to chew, rather than the black seeds that are crunchier.
So there aren't any black seeds in this one? It is a seedless watermelon?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because it is statistically noticed that seeded watermelons are juicier than seedless.
I'm being honest, it's a little bit of unfair beauty standards for watermelons, to expect them not to have seeds, but I did create it. And
I mean, this is, I assume that this is like the airbrushed, like photoshopped model version, right? Where this is like, this is the unrealistic beauty standard.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right. We've spent way too much time on this watermelon. Let's move on. Dom, you wanted to go third.
I did.
Let's see what you got.
I wanted to put something in there that tells the story. I know it looks like a turd. It's not a turd. This is a corn puff and some cheese, and as you can see, they're having a nice adult time by a fireplace. This is the origin story for Cheetos.
Wow,
this is it's sexy. I think there's a lot of different ways that one can interpret sexy, and I interpret sexy as like the romantic chemistry between two foods that are forbidden but come together to make sweet love.
Wow, this is the conception of Cheetos.
Yes. The literal conception of Cheetos.
Wow. Not very immaculate, is it? Pretty degenerate, in fact.
Well, the atmosphere, we can't hear the music in the background, but the atmosphere is nice. This is a wholesome thing.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Dom, come on, you're gonna get us shut down. This might be too sexy.
Yeah. But your buns are fine. I see. This is all right. I see how it is.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is there's a hot tub and pool section now.
It's true. This would definitely be in the hot tub and pool section.
Yeah.
Okay, we have saved the Dan for last. So Dan, why don't you
even just as high art as this is, I would say mine is. As you can see, there is a grilled cheese sitting in tomato soup, feeding it to you, saying "choo choo, here comes the train."
Wow. Did you take any inspiration from hot tub streams?
I did, yeah. You know how people can buy like bath water on the
internet?
This has
some real bath water.
Yeah. It's that tomato soup. The grilled
Dan,
cheese.
you drew an e-girl grilled cheese?
Yeah, it's exactly what.
It's pronounced e-grilled cheese.
Oh, jokes. Oh my god!
Wow.
We've gone too far.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the bathwater connection hit me until right now, and that was all subconscious until this moment.
I thought it was a piece of toast in a bath of blood.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
No. Context. It's a grilled cheese. It's in tomatoes.
It's interesting. It's interesting that the grilled cheese, like just the cheese, like sort of on the side of it, you kind of turned it into hair in the way that you anthropomorphized the
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an impressive touch. I will say though, the spoon very bent. I'm not sure how.
It's a perspective. It's coming at you.
Oh, I see.
When I used to be in this public speaking class, every time I'd fuck up, I would say it's a character choice, and that's Dan's. Dan's its perspective is his character choice.
It is every time.
Oh wow. Well, you guys have certainly made this difficult for me. So let's see. I think okay. It's time for grading. In last place, I do want to preface this by saying I think all of you hit the prompt very well here. So even though I'm giving this last place, I think it's still good. I don't think there were any bad ones that like deserve to be just immediately in last place. But competition was fierce for this one. So I think in last place, I'm going to give it to Max. I think, again, like it's good. It's just that I think all three of the others were sexier. I think that just having juicy shorts on is kind of objectification a little bit and insinuating that what people wear determines how sexy they are rather than, you know, any kind of actions or attitudes that they may give off. Although there is sort of the sultry look around the shoulder, I will give you that.
Okay. All right.
So in third place, oh man, this is so hard. God. In third place, I want to give it to Dom. I think that it sets a really awesome scene. It's very good. And also the drawing, your drawing skills are very good, obviously. But I think it's more romantic than sexy, maybe. And
I agree.
There's a thin line between the two, but I think that's the line I'm going to draw.
No, that's fair. I don't disagree.
So in first place, our winner, oh boy, oh Jesus, this is so hard. I think in first place, I'm going to give it to Dan.
Yes!
No! It's just, I feel like it's just the attitude is just, or the ambiance is there just a little bit more. Steve, like yours is obviously very, very solid, very good. They honestly both give off a very similar vibe, which made it very hard to decide. But I will say that the Pillsbury Doughboy is kind of a creep as is. So him being sexy comes off just a little bit creepy.
I'm not upset I got second. I'm upset that we broke Dan's streak of getting second for every round so far.
No.
No good. No good. Steve, if he makes you feel better, chat really feels this is an upset.
I also think it's an
deserve
upset,
it.
to be fair.
Honestly, I don't care. All of the drawings were fantastic.
Yeah, this is a good round. We did not have Galaxy Spivey's in this round.
Again, I wouldn't have been mad if I was third. I'm just mad that Dan wasn't second.
Yeah, that was really hard. I'm sorry if I upset the audience, but I had to vote with my heart. So
Sure, that's all that matters. All right, Daniel.
No, I got lectured about objectification when the prompt was turn objects sexy, but that happens sometimes. Okay.
All right, chat. Now I'm in control.
Oh no.
Honestly, every round I thought I was getting fourth place. So the fact that I'm doing...
You are actually in first right
I
now,
know,
so...
I know. I'm very surprised. All right, chat. What should they be drawing this time? We got our our sexiness out of us. Now what we got left? Let's see.
Oh Lord, I don't even know how to conceptually think about it. Some of these,
You know, Plastic Sis said, I think you might
Fuck.
be onto something.
Oh no.
Show
I saw
me a meme from the year 2030.
Ooh, that's close to the future. That's oh boy.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
9 years. All right, think
Okay.
of the life cycle of memes and how they evolve, and
9 years?
do that 9 years.
I feel like memes trend toward entropy is the problem.
Yeah, it is generations of memery. You're right, but I want the 2030 meme. All right, you guys ready? Oh, I gotta pull the timer.
No. We don't get a choice to be ready.
Look,
That's how this game works.
You gotta go as far outside of the box if you want this to work. Think of how I would think. All right, you ready? And begin.
Oh, let's just start making shapes.
Look, you can get abstract as you want with this. I am going to be looking for something formatable, you know.
Immediately deletes.
But that's also, you could argue anything is formatable if you do it the right way. All right, how y'all doing, chat? How was your weekend? Anything exciting happen? Uh, 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh.
Oh God.
All right, I see Alex has put a whole image in. That's good. That's a good place to start. The internet memes are mostly stealing, so good place to start. Got a little bit of what appears to be a doodle from Max. Excited to see what that is. A lot of blue from Dom, and maybe nothing on Steve's canvas. Who's to say? Oh, don't you zip me.
I zip myself.
I'll zip myself, thank you very much. All right, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. I'm really excited for this. I really want to see what you guys come out with. All right, we're at 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How's everyone feeling? Good.
Ask me in 2 minutes.
All right, I will. I shall. Also, if everyone doesn't know, it's buy two, get one free board games at Target this week.
Yeah.
Melissa,
I recommend looking online.
Melissa and I just bought 6 board games. But we did it in the way where we checked out separately, so that way it wasn't the 2 cheapest ones. It was the 3rd most expensive one and the cheapest one we got for free.
Smart.
Get them. Need to look still? Yeah. Minute 20 seconds. If you play Risk, it proves the Earth is flat. You're right. You're exactly right. I wonder if they'd make Risk on like a globe. You know, they make a globe big enough that you can
Oh,
put
like a
pieces
like a
magnetically
3.
on it.
That would be super cool.
That would be cool. Get to work. Designers. Make it work, designers. All right, 50 seconds.
50 seconds?
50, like 45 seconds.
What the fuck am I doing?
You guys got it.
I
Look,
got something.
at least with this, you can argue your way out of anything. You know, I can't necessarily say you're not in prompt, but also there's no safety here. 20 seconds. $15. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, hands up. All those hands, I want to see them. All right. Well, how's everyone feel?
Oh no.
I made a thing, I
I
guess.
picked a direction.
Yeah, choices were made. I don't know.
Good. All right, let's take a glimpse into the future. Who is starting?
I can start if we need to.
Yeah, okay. Dom, hit us with what you got.
Alrighty. So I actually did put a lot of think into this picture. It says Merpin land capitalist. You get? And let me just talk through it. Right?
Yeah.
It's the year 2030. We're clearly underwater. The only people above land are rich people. So definitely that like meme struggle culture. SpongeBob memes are no longer. No one knows what SpongeBob is anymore. Their memes have just faded into other memes, as you can tell by his Patrick shorts. I think that swearing has become too easy, so they started inventing new swear words. That's what Merpin comes from. And I also think that also the hammer is a toothbrush. I don't know why, that one just exists. And I also think, and I think this is a real thing, that meme culture has gotten to the point where it's so like inclusive versus exclusive that every meme ends in "you get" to be like, do you understand what this meme is saying? So memes have now started saying "you get" as a way of self-actualizing a little bit. So Merpin land capitalist, you get? Anyways, that's my meme.
There is so much thought put into this, which I don't know if it was forethought or afterthought.
No, I genuinely, I'm not like, most of these I bullshit until I show up. This one, I genuinely, every element I said was a real thing I thought about. The only thing I didn't think about is I panicked when you said 10 seconds and I gave him a little hat. I don't know why I did that, but otherwise, that's all forethought.
You know, I will not dock you points for the hat. If anything, you
Thank you.
get more points for it.
Nice.
All right.
I'll go next because I think I made a different choice.
Okay.
This is not a literal meme from 2030.
What?
But
What do you?
So the prompt was a meme from 2030, and this is showing how memes are generated in the year 2030, which is our brains are hooked up to a computer, which is generating randomized content. That's it has the little game with the ball that falls through the sticks. That's what's on that screen. You know that game?
Planko?
Yeah, Planko. Yeah. And that's generating randomized reference content to be able to put into the brain, and then the electricity that is made in the brain is stored in a battery and goes off to the grid.
Max, I think this was the loosest prompt ever, and you still are not in the prompt.
All it said was a meme. I'm showing the making of a meme in the year 2030.
That's not what the prompt was.
Look, Dan, I made my choice. If you're gonna give me fourth, do it. Okay.
You could have just said this was
If
a
you're
meme.
gonna give me fourth, you can give me fourth.
Well, I'm going to interpret this as this is a meme on how memes are made. It's a meme about memes.
Sure.
To help you out here.
Sure.
All right. But good concept. You know I love Plinko, so. All right, who's next?
Steve, you want to go?
I can try. So this meme is a kind of a brand recognition. So in this timeline, there's a strand of a synthetic drug, which is a little bit hallucinatory, but not like a lot. And so meme culture is kind of begun deriding itself around the things that you will see in these. And so the big one is the face. So the face will burn everything around it ecological damage is a real thing, and there's going to be wildfires everywhere. So that's going to be the norm. Wildfires, smoke, and in this it just says dream because meme language has so become. Why do I keep forgetting words? It's just kept iterating upon itself to make less and less sense. So the title of this is just Dream because you're sleeping and burning everything.
Yeah, I like the interpretation that this could also be Dr. Eam. But yeah, it's very high concept.
It sounds very high concept, but if you knew what it was, you would get it.
Got it. Yeah. That's what everyone says about memes nowadays to me anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right, good job. All right, Alex?
So I started on the basis of memes started at a point of just sort of commentary on top of some kind of content that already exists, like a photo or a painting, right? And then they sort of evolved into more original content where we're sort of at the point now that people are kind of creating images and sort of creating memes on their own rather than memeing something that was not originally intended to be a meme. And so I think that there's sort of this cycle where that is going to come back out of phase, and sort of in its place is going to be this sort of alteration and maybe even desecration of higher art forms. And so I found American Gothic, a very famous painting, and sort of stretched it, and then I thought, okay, well, people would initially sort of just do like a very shallow vandalization of like putting a clown nose and like the angry eyebrows and things like that. And then I thought, okay, but people would also sort of want to give some kind of air of meaning, even if there isn't actually meaning to these memes. And so I sort of did like the orange face on top of him, and I sort of turned him into almost the Scream character, where people are like sort of, again, memes become sort of this just like meta commentary on like art itself, you know? And then I thought, okay, well, the one thing that memes need are just that they tell some kind of a story. And so for this, it's that these future people have sort of interpreted these farmers who people don't necessarily live the lifestyle of using hand tools to farm anymore like that, you know? So the interpretation is, oh, well, they are sort of these kale hunters who use this trident to hunt kale and then eat it right off of the trident. And so it came together into this piece that sort of is just maybe as absurd as memes are right now. Maybe less so, maybe more so. It's hard to say for sure, but I feel like this definitely fits some trajectories that I had in mind for what memes will become.
Interesting. These are all a lot to unpack. Oh, God.
We'll start with the easy one, Dan.
Oh, God. Okay.
So that was vague prompts make it vague.
Yeah.
Which makes vague judging.
Yeah. Okay. I think in fourth place, I'm gonna give it to Steve, cause I love the dream, but everything else sort of went over my head. And it doesn't seem as formatable. But it is good. I see. Okay. I think in third place, I'm gonna give it to Alex because I like what you're doing with the kale. I think changing that word in the top corner and changing whatever is on the trident is good. All the other commentary stuff, irrelevant. In second place, I'm gonna give it to Max.
Okay.
While this might not have been your intention, at the end of the day, this would be a good meme. You're telling me you can't put words, images over any of that stuff and make several bits apply to several situations.
Okay.
Also, if you continue this meta theme of just memes about making memes, I think that's an interesting direction that the future would probably go in. And then first place is Dom's because it's a buffet of knowledge and I get more confused by it every second I look at it.
You get? That's why you have to ask. You get?
You get?
You get?
I do not get, but I will get one day.
Right, it's not 2030 yet.
Yeah, it's not 2030 yet.
You don't get.
Yeah. Wow.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, Maximilian, it's your time to shine, my guy.
It's up to me. Okay. Well, everybody, we're up, and you know me. There's no rules. You can suggest anything, and if it's out there enough, I'll probably choose it.
I don't think we've been really hampering your creative choices tonight.
We've been playing it safe. That's
what about
great
something, Max,
so far.
like Wendigo Baby Shower. What does that sound?
Oh,
Great band name. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're Wendigo Baby Shower. Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay. I like where people's brains are going. Skittle Bean, that's wild, and I love it.
What?
Oh god, I'm ashamed that I already have a concept for plastic citizens.
That's a great one, Jamal.
Oh god.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys can get pretty out there with this one. I'm gonna take Jamal's of the worst Pokemon that hasn't been invented yet.
Fuck.
Because I think there's a lot of different ways that you can take this. And I like it a lot.
Can I ask a question before?
Yeah.
So under this prompt, would you want the worst Pokemon that hasn't been invented but is still likely to exist?
That is the gray area where you're
Okay.
going to play.
Okay, that's fine.
Because if you just do something so out there, then it doesn't really fall under the franchise of Pokemon anymore.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have to start a timer. We're doing 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, not 40. Okay. Go. Whew. All right. This is a good one. I'm really excited about this. I'm also just clipping my previous drawing now. How's it going, everybody in chat? See, when you're starting to draw, you're listening to the person talking, and you're like, listen to this asshole. He has no idea what to say to chat. I'm just drawing, doing my thing. How does this person have no idea what to say to chat? I could say anything to chat for 20 minutes if I wanted to. And then you get here and you're like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to say to chat. But I hope you're doing well, everyone. There's 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. 50 minutes have passed.
Oh, it's crazy how much different it feels time-wise when you're drawing versus...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm really excited about this one because I think people are going to be able to take it in a lot of different directions. Obviously, there's just like the uncreative one where you're like a gun Pokemon, and that's just kind of like, I think
we shouldn't do that.
No, you can do that. No, that wouldn't be uncreative. No way. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said anything. No, don't change your drawing right now, Dan.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of options. I agree, Plastic. Oh, right. 2 minutes and 10 seconds now. 1 minute and 50 seconds. We are rounding down on the halfway point. Halfway point is right now. 2 minutes left. Will there be water Pokemon? Oh, that's a great point, John Galt. It could be like any type you wanted, especially if you were like, this is going to be magic type. If you think that would be the worst Pokemon, there might be water Pokemon. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Working intensely. I'm glad to see it. I feel like whenever I get a good idea for one of these, I just start working really, really intensely, and I just focus because it's 4 minutes is such a short amount of time. It's wild. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Will they be fully evolved? We'll have yet to see. Maybe they did a whole trilogy of evolutions. I feel you could just bring back the creepy grilled cheese and give it legs. Nice, Jamal. Yeah, lots. Like I said, there's lots of good options. 45 seconds left, everybody. 45 seconds. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. No hesitation. Bow, bow. Grab a girl, grab a boy. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds, everybody. Is that really Madonna in JT? I didn't realize that it was Madonna.
Yeah.
That was 20 seconds left, everybody. 20 seconds. Start rounding down. Start putting the finishing touches on. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Hands? All right. How are we feeling?
Infinite concept. The thing has happened.
Who wants to start?
I'll start.
All right. Jump up there, Alex.
All right. So I did make a full evolutionary line.
Okay. Good work.
And this line is essentially just the consoles, Nintendo consoles, but as Pokemon. Just
Oh, they would totally do this shit. Oh, it would be Ghost type and everything. It'd be like Ghost Electric.
Yeah, they could be Ghost Electric. And essentially, I mean, in every Pokemon game, in your room is a console, right? So right off the bat, like you've got access to like you can sort of come back later and there will be like this little thing where you go into your house and your mom is like, oh my God, Red, something crazy is going on in your room. And then you go up there and then you see your console is like freaking out and then you have to like battle it and you can capture it and it becomes this thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's there, the concept is there, but at the same time, I hate this concept.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Yeah. So, can you pronounce their names for us?
Yeah, so there's GBA Zam, or Gabazam. I'm not really sure exactly how it would be pronounced. Probably Gabazam. And then there's Weeble, which I'm pretty proud of Weeble. I
Yeah.
think Weeble's pretty good. Oh wait, there should be eyes. There should be eyes. And then the final evolution is Switcheroo.
Okay, that's great. Great work, Alex. All right. Who's second?
I'll go.
Okay.
All right. This is Batula, the spatula bat. As you can see, it's a little vampire spatula with wings. It just shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't.
And
Is this the final?
worst? No, the worst part. It's a one-off. There's no evolution.
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's one person's like favorite Pokemon, you know, because it's like that single evolution thing.
Yeah, it does have signature moves about flipping the opposing Pokemon upside down.
Okay, flips the opponents. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
like
imagine that the type is flying bat, because at this point in the future, I think bat is a type.
Bat is a type. Yeah. Okay, that's great. That's great.
Mhm.
But still has flying too.
Yes, there's flying and bat.
Right. For the ground immunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's third?
I can go third.
Mhm.
So I went concept first on mine because the first thing Nintendo is going to do is make another regional Meowth. So here we have Bankcat, and it's a Meowth that has evolved from another region. You can see it's got a dollar on its head instead of a coin. So it's really moving up in the world, and it's actually not a heavy set Pokemon. Its coat is filled with coins, and it can fluff out its coat, which isn't actually a real coat. It just looks like a coat that a human would wear, but it's really Pokemon fur.
Right.
Also,
Of
it walks
course.
on two legs and can talk because
And it carries around a sack of money.
in
I
the
also like
future,
that.
all Pokemon are just furries in fursuits.
I like that
Right.
plastic said Merpenland capitalists.
That's good. Yeah. What is that little mohawk?
That's the dollar on his head. You know how
Okay.
Meowth has a little coin?
Oh yeah.
He's got a dollar
wearing-
bill.
Meowth.
Meowth?
Meowth.
Yeah.
I guess it's similar. It just really threw me off when I heard you say it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry. I grew up
what-
in anime, so
What type? What type would it be?
so this is still a normal type, and in order to evolve it, so Meowth can learn a move called Payday, which gets you more money from a battle. You have to, in order to evolve it, you have to earn a certain amount of money for that regional Meowth in the battle, and then it will evolve.
Nice. That's great.
Honestly, I do really love that as an evolutionary constraint.
Okay.
Like you need to use Payday on like a rich trainer or some shit.
Yeah. That's great. Okay, fantastic. And Dom, you're last.
Yeah, so I tried to make a mon for our region, our region. So this is actually a regional variant form, similar to Steve's. This is a Kangaskhan that has been, I call it Panhandaroo. So it's Panhandaroo. It's the prospecting Pokemon. He's looking for gold. When he evolves, his hands form into a little bowl, a little strainer bowl, and then you can find them hanging out by the water and shifting for gold all day long.
Wow.
Trainers like to farm these guys because then they can have more money to go to the slots.
Right.
Yeah, this
right.
is Panhandaroo, our version of a regional variant
Right. Okay, that's great. I love it.
set in the American Colorado River.
Right. Yeah. That's great. Okay. Wow. Let's take a look at all four of these. They're also bad. I love them. Let's see. Okay. Number 4. I'm gonna give it to Bachelor.
Had to
to
come
Dan.
eventually.
It's okay. I like it. But yeah.
In some ways, you could say you like it the most, which is why it got fourth.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Okay, that's all I need.
It's-
Got it.
It's too good of a Pokemon. Number 3 is going to go to Dom. I like that you had the tie-in to ours. And you put the typings right up there.
Yeah, what
it
people
was-
know.
It was good. Number 2 is gonna go to Steve. I like yours a lot. With the whole like the fur coloring and all that, and like the concept. Also the Meowth, like they have a bunch of different variants. And number 1 goes to Alex. It's just so cringy for Nintendo to make Pokemon about their own consoles. It's exactly what they would do. So I love it.
And more importantly, they really shouldn't.
Yeah. That was my number one thought process going into it, was what should they really not do?
Well, that brings us to the end of the first round, and scores are tight. We in last place currently is Max with 13 points, followed by that Steve at 12, Dan at 9, and Alex and I are tied for 8. So it really is anyone's game.
Wow.
At this type. Alrighty.
Damn.
I guess we'll keep the same order as last time. So Steve, you are first.
All right, Chad, what cursed images do you want our lovely crew to make tonight? Let me just get rid of Bang Cat because they have not proved themselves as a proper venture capitalist.
Yeah. I feel my my good score is declining. I feel like I hit my high and now it's gonna be lows for the rest of the night.
No. Dan, you've gotten one bad score. That's really all it is.
I know, but that's a trend, you know. I should have sold my stocks earlier.
Statistically, one thing is not a trend. In fact, it's as far away from a trend as one can be, actually.
What's the new brush I'll use?
All right, I'm gonna wait for a couple more, see if we get some other suggestions. If not, I might mash a couple together. You know,
Mash,
potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
mash.
Oh, chat, what do I do with this?
If y'all haven't used the like watercolor brush, you're really sleeping on it.
Which
It's
one?
good. The watercolor one. So really, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay.
Oil brush? Oh, the water.
Yeah.
Watercolor. It's the very last one.
Oh yeah, I did
one that, like,
for my
runs
first
out?
one, I think.
One that like
I'm
runs
sorry,
out as you
I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
the Furbies chat, just because we've done that a lot recently. But I am going to give our lovely contestants today. So you all know Tamagotchi, your friendly little virtual pet that you carried around with you in your pockets to school, in elementary school. You took care of it, you fed it. Now, what does its god look like?
The god of Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi's god.
Yes.
Tamagotchi.
Oh my god.
Yes.
gee.
You will have 4 minutes to show me the Tamagotchi religion, and nothing more, nothing less. And ready, set, go.
Oh, I have an idea, and it's a very, very stupid idea.
That's what we're here to see. So, chat, this prompt is very near and dear to my heart. I believe I've told this story on well, I know for a fact I've told this story on stream before because I've gotten a Tamagotchi because of it. That in, what was it? It was either first grade or kindergarten. A friend gave me a Tamagotchi when they became big. And I was super excited because I never had a Tamagotchi and everybody had all the Tamagotchis. And the first day I brought it to school, I put it in my cubby and it got snatched. It was a really cool Tamagotchi. It was like blue with clouds. It looked like a sky, and I had it for a day. But yeah, that's my villain backstory. If you ever want to know, 3 minutes on the clock right now. So yeah, if I ever turn evil, that's probably the reason. There was it a horror comic? Not, you're sure it was a Tamagotchi and not a Furby, right? Because that sounds more on brand for a horror comic. Yep, Tamagotchi. All right. Well, there was this one like creepypasta going around when I was younger about how when you logged into Webkins, the like mother hen was apparently murdering Webkins. So I also only logged into Webkins once. I was a very gullible child. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark. Not quite there. You got 5 seconds. Yeah, so I only ever logged into Webkins once because I was terrified that my pug was going to get assassinated by a children's game. God, what other stupid internet shit did I believe when I was younger? Chat, you got any fun memories like that where yeah, no, I let my pug starve. At least it has some dignity then. I also got a husky, but I never registered it with Webkins for the same reason. Oh, you found...
What's the time? What's the time, Steve?
1:13.
Jesus Christ, Steve.
What? I'm notifying you at every minute.
I just stopped paying attention.
Now we're at 1 minute. Yeah, no, post that comic in the Discord for us to read later. If you can link it there or something, I don't know. We'll get around to it. Thank you. All right. I'm waiting for that hot 30 seconds left, everyone. 30 seconds on the clock. Geez, it feels like you have so much more time when you're working, and meanwhile I'm here just staring at the clock. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
No.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, ovens down. It's time to judge and be judged. All right. Which one of you wants to convert me first?
I'll go first.
All right, Dom. As the leader of many cults, I expect your explanation to be good.
Yep. So POV, you're in the temple of the Sky Hand. We all know that the Great Sky Hand provideth and the Great Sky Hand giveth. We pray that his attention will be focused on us, lest we starve to death. He controls the famine. He controls the exercise. The temple is kept simple because we only have the Sky Hand provides. And lately, we've not played enough mini games for the Sky Hand to allow us to decorate more. But as you can see, the torches are lit, and the reverence is there. That's what I got.
Interesting. And does this the Church of the Sky Hand have a major doctrine that Tamagotchis need to follow?
Yeah, the Church of the Sky Hand. It focuses on individualism. It's big about the individual. So organization is for structure, but development is for the individual. So that's kind of the philosophical leanings of the Sky Hand.
Great. Looking good so far. We'll see if any of the others are able to convert me to their religion instead. So who would want to go next?
I'll go next.
All right. Hopefully you have fit the prompt this time.
Well, mine's you can decide on your own. But that's it. Like, I don't think I really need to explain this one at all, but
My God. Is that poop?
yeah.
Yeah, that's all Tamagotchi poop.
No, this is a 2030 meme.
This would have won 2030 meme hands down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Oh, so Max, you gotta tell me, which Tamagotchi was the first one to realize that there was, in fact, no God?
Probably it was probably once someone like right after the peak of Tamagotchi, where it no longer became cool to have one, and you just kind of stopped using it. I think once they could see the poop building up around them, and their life became nothingness, that's probably when they realized that there is no God.
Great. I would like to learn more, but for the sake of time, we're going to move on. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right, Dan, tell me about.
So this is the god, Audrey. They are your next door neighbor. They're just a really nice person, and you happened to buy this Tamagotchi off of them at the yard sale that they were happening when you walked over, and you got it. Yeah, to the Tamagotchis, this is they're the primordial figure. They're a meaning of excellence. Because what if God was one of us? And to Tamagotchis, Audrey is their god.
Question: is the new owner like a false god, or is there like a rift among the religious sects as to who the true god is?
No, well, the thing is that the Tamagotchis, if they could fully speak, would all praise to Audrey, but the humans are not aware of this. Even Audrey themselves is not aware of it.
Wow. Fascinating. Thank you for that. And finally, we have Alex. Alex, tell me.
Right. So I went with a bit of a more direct approach. This is Tamagotchi. And essentially, it is a Tamagotchi-like creature with sort of I'm kind of picturing it as like a combination between like a little creature like they are and like a Crusader helmet. And then on like sort of an angelic, powerful winged body with beautiful flowing robes. And yeah, essentially, this is their true god. So while you may be their master, so to speak, this is who they pray to for their salvation. And this is sort of, you could say maybe it's the prime Tamagotchi. It's sort of the first of their kind, and they worship in that way. But I think we would need more, more study into Tamagotchi culture to really determine the full extent of Tamagotchi's role in the lives of other Tamagotchi.
Awesome. And can you sing me a couple bars of the hymn to Tamagotchi?
Yeah, sure. But it's not easy to translate. So if you don't mind, I'll sing it in the original tongue.
Go ahead.
Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Boop, beep, boop, beep, beep. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, beep, 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 beep. Something like that. I don't know. My translation might be a little bit off.
We used to sing that at camp. It really brings back memories.
Yeah, when we went to our Christian Tamagotchi camp.
Right.
So, Dan, pull them all up for me, so I can make my final decisions here.
Oh, sorry, I added this. I'll take it away.
Oh, take that out.
I wanted it for my complete one later.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. That might just drop you down the leaderboard, Max.
Oh boy.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
So, in fourth place, I like the tenacity that you showed. Everybody did a great job, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to have a loser. And in the Crusades of the Tamagotchis, Audrey's faction is almost certainly the first to go. I'm sorry, but they didn't become a warlike Tamagotchi fast enough. So,
See, Dan, 2 points. That's a trend.
I told you this is gonna happen.
And for third place, it would have been higher, but you cheated. So I'm gonna have to put you at third place, Max. You really did give me a good laugh. And second place, I liked the creativity and the design. The name was a little uninspired, so Alex, great job. But the cult of the finger god or the hand god is unfortunately going to win today.
Yeah, look, when it comes to making up fake religions, you really can't beat. It's the one area in my life I claim 100% accuracy in. But no, I appreciate it. You're all very good.
Well played, everyone. And yeah.
All right, Dom.
Alrighty, chat. What do you all want to see for my last time up at that? Is Judge Reno here. Let's make it a good one. Let's get something. We've had a lot of really, really interesting vague prompts, and those are the ones that I've been most surprised with the creativity of. So let's see if we can find something that has a little bit of room to play. I think that's really where we're gonna see some result. Okay. Interesting. Keep coming.
What's the thinking noise the villagers make in Minecraft?
All right. I think I'm gonna combine some of these. I would like to see a houseplant, who may or may not be named Dave, but a houseplant casting a spell using a magic wand. And I want to be able to see the plant. This is what I'm looking for. I'll tell you right now. I'm looking for the plant, I'm looking for the wand, and I'm looking for what the effect of the wand is. That's the three components I need to see in this drawing. But I want to see a houseplant with a magic wand. Your time starts now.
I've got such a concept for this, but I really don't know if I can pull it off in time.
Well, you got 3 minutes and 50 seconds to figure it out, so good luck.
I'm in the same boat, Alex.
Bold strokes, folks. If I see where the vision's going, I'm willing to give points for that. Really, really am. Or not give points because it's a golf score, but yeah, you know what I mean. Oh boy. Those are some good ones. Okay, Jamal just specified they're only looking for the name Dave. So if you indicate that this plant's name is anything other than Dave, you're going to be in a world of hurt from them. Anyway. I've been thinking about the TV series / graphic novel Lock and Key a lot lately. Did anyone chat? Any of you watch Lock and Key? I read it's one of the few times in life I've ever read something before seeing it in film. So I finally get to have elitist, snobbish opinions of what the book did better and what the book did worse, and what the movie did worse. Yeah, it's a really, really great graphic novel. I actually thought the Netflix series did a good job for the most part. There were definitely some things I had gripes with. I think the mom character they changed for the worse. I think they tried to make her a more empowered character, and I think it actually took away a lot of her agency that she had in the book. And yeah. But overall, I think the show is good, with the understanding that they needed to make the show a little bit more campy, just to get people hooked from episode to episode. I'm not been giving you guys time. I'm sorry. We are at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah. Good stuff. I'm excited. I'm also debating whether or not I'm going to make 2 minutes, whether or not I'm going to make Hill House like yearly viewing. Like I try to watch every year around that time. I try to rewatch Over the Garden Wall, but I'm thinking Hill House might also make the list. Really good. Yeah. Maybe we should start a little graphic novel book club in our Discord. That'd be fun, right? I feel like it'd be a good time. I've never read any of the Sandman books. Time is it at 30?
I'm reading those right now.
You like them?
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah, they're really good.
Worth a read.
Yeah, absolutely.
I read the first book of what is it, Saga? And everyone says it's really good. I really liked the first one. I guess I gotta read the rest of them. Yeah, good stuff. We have a minute left. The old 5-9. What was the prompt? Oh, right. Magic wand. Plantarunes. Whoa, that's super cool. 40 seconds. Yeah, it's interesting how much time you have to create comics when you have a famous relative, it seems. Something with Lock and Key. 25 seconds. How's everyone feeling? Dan, 5 check. Nice, 15 seconds. Alrighty, and we're counting down now from a 10 to a 9 to an 8 to a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, partners. Let's see. Alrighty, who would like to volunteer themselves to go first?
I will. I'll go
All
first.
right. Let's see it. What do you got for me?
All right. So, for houseplant, I decided my houseplant was going to be a tree house. So this is sort of a tree house where the tree kind of melded into the house. And you may notice it's a monster house, so it is alive. So it's got that sort of monster house face to it. And in terms of what it's doing, it has that wand there, and it is casting. You could say it's maybe like necromantic or maybe just like druidic powers, but either way, it is sort of sprouting little underlings to sort of form its own army. See this as sort of it's going to become sort of this leader, this powerful mage tree house, and then it's going to sort of craft its little army of followers to go out and do its bidding or spread its leaves or acorns or what have you.
Interesting. Good concept. Well executed. I like to see it. Alrighty, who's next?
I'll go. So this is a nice little house fern that makes kids grow taller once they hit the age of puberty. They give them their growth spurt, as plants would know because they grow themselves.
It's the puber tree.
Yeah. So while you're asleep, when you grow a little taller each night, because the plant in your room helps you get a few centimeters on there.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why does the plant do this? What does the plant get from it? What is motivating the plant to do such a thing?
Well, the plant as the plant is a house plant, it was given a home by the homeowners. And the agreement
Oh.
is that, hey, you helped me grow and let me be part of the family. I'll help
Wow.
your youngins be able to grow up to be an adult. So that way they can then have a house where they can hopefully have some of my plants there. It's a give and take.
Oh, it's a symbiotic relationship
Yeah.
we have with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fever tree species. Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
So the
We're
tree
like their
when
hippos.
I was a kid just went a little bit too hard on the growth magic.
Yeah. It depends
had
how
a lot
many,
to prove.
how many plants you have in your room determines how tall you're going to get.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that is the pot. Perspective. It's behind the...
Right, perspective.
Yeah.
Prospectively, this is a massive bet. It's so tall.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those bunk beds, but without anything under it.
It's for extra storage.
Got it. I love it. All right, good concept. Who's next?
I'll go next. So this is our wizard Dave. He has become a living plant, and as such, he has taken his pot and made it his wizard hat.
Nice,
And
nice.
used a spell of hit the humans in the head really hard with a blunt force object, and the spell of use rope to tie them up real good, and is now using his fantastic wand to learn more about the human world through HGTV.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. Wow, what a little scamp this guy is. And it was such a versatile wand. I really enjoyed the imagination of the spells that he was able to cast.
Mhm.
It's all about the imagination of the wizard.
I see philosophically, your plan has taken a very different approach than Dan's plan to their human hosts. This is
Why you
interesting.
gotta be nice to your plants, people? Otherwise, they'll end up like this one.
Yeah, you gotta talk to them. All right, Max, let's see it. What do you got?
So with mine, it's pretty straightforward. I attempted to explain a phenomenon of why people are so in love with their houseplants. And this is a houseplant who's using a hypnosis spell to infatuate their host and force them to wish to care for and feed the plant.
Interesting. Very interesting. Wow. I see. Where did your plant get its wand?
I like to think that there's a society of houseplants. That it's a pretty formalized magical system
Oh,
that they have going on, and much like Hogwarts and the Wizarding World.
I see.
Mhm.
Well, we love a good council. We love a good council. Dan, can I see the 4, please? Hmm. I think in 4th place. This is tough. I really like a lot. I really think you all, once again, have really taken this to some creative places, and I wish to reward that. But sadly, there must be a pecking order. A wood pecking order. I think. Nice. I think in 4th place, I am going to go with Alex's. I think it was a creative interpretation. I just think that I enjoyed the spell usage of the others a bit more. Plants can already reproduce, so I feel like they wouldn't necessarily need magic to do that. But definitely kudos for your houseplant interpretation. I enjoyed that as well. In 3rd place, I think I'm going to go with Max. I think you did a really, really solid job here. I don't like that he called him a plant baby while under his gnosis. That to me makes the plant feel like it wanted to be called baby, and that makes me uncomfortable. This is a really tough one. I think I'm really torn because the last 2 have really taken just the mirror image of the same problem. But the cynic in me really likes the wizard hat of Steve's plant. So Steve, you get first place, and Dan, you are second with puberty.
Yeah, that was a good design. The hat is the pot.
Yeah, the hat was very, very well done. Very well done.
Thank you.
And without further ado, it's Alex's turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Oh boy, my turn. All right, folks. Let's get a good one for this one. Let's get a real doozy.
A real rootin' tootin'.
A real rootin' tootin' drawing.
Remember, everybody, water your puber trees. That way you grow nice and tall.
I want something on the level of like, oh, what was it? What was the one with Sonic in the Wild West?
I think it was just dead. It was Sonic.
I think it was that.
West.
I think washing a car.
Sonic washing his car in the Wild West.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But we've gotten a much more broad since then. We want to see the interpretations, but
We can go
back. Yeah, we can go
Go back, yeah. What's to say? We could do like Donkey Kong applying for a small business loan or something along that level.
Once. Chat. What do you want to see? What absurd, bizarre prompt do you want to see done by these lovely artists more than anything else?
The boys. Did anybody watch In the Heights?
I did. It was very good.
Yeah, it was good.
I have not watched it yet.
Honestly, I just had a smile the whole time. It was great. It was a good time.
Apparently, Lin-Manuel Miranda dressed up as his grandfather for the movie.
That's so sweet.
Cute.
He's good. I thought he was in it an appropriate amount. I was really worried that they were going to put him in everywhere. They didn't. That was like good. Because I'm not gonna lie, in his Dark Materials, he kind of ruined it. Like, not he didn't ruin it, but every scene he was in was just not good. And I don't know what it was, but it was like didn't have enough time to do takes because he was a busy person. But I wasn't a fan of his acting.
I think.
Okay. I'm going to kind of combine some here. It's kind of a combination and a little bit of an interpretation. No one said these direct words, but it's more or less what people have been kind of posting a couple of options for. So I want you guys to do a board game musical.
You know, there is a Clue musical, right?
Cluesicle.
Well, if you want to go the safe route, you could do a Clue musical, but I'm sure there are some board games that would make some much more interesting musicals than that.
Sure. Let's take a look over here. Mm-hmm.
All right. Get ready. And your time starts in 3, 2, 1, and now.
Why can't I commit?
All right.
I hope chat is okay with my suggestion, because I saw a lot of board game stuff and a lot of musical stuff, and I decided that seemed like an appropriate combination of those things. There were also a few suggestions that involved grandmas, but we can save that. Or if you want to have a board game that has something to do with grandmas, then by all means. But yeah, I want to see a lot of board games, are typically for like quiet nights in with some friends, just sort of some drinks and some snacks and a tabletop, not really anything lyrical or any kind of plot to them necessarily. So I'm curious to see how they would become a musical. Who's the star? What's the set look like? 1 minute has passed. You have 3 minutes left. I just really want to explore the world. Are they going to go with a classic, well-known board game, or are they going to go with something that might be a little bit more obscure, but also possibly more inclined toward having an interesting musical for it? I bet the most annoying musical board game would be Sorry the Musical.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Not again.
Okay, you got to admit the opening number would slap though. The opening number where it's a bunch of people, I guess, like bumping into each other or passing each other or something like that, all like saying sorry. But also, I feel like the point of sorry is more of a sorry,
Gotcha.
not sorry kind of vibe.
It's probably like
been
a spy thriller of a musical, I would imagine.
just hit 2 minutes.
I am not gonna get this done.
But yeah, so I feel like sorry would be, there would be a song about like how they're not sorry, maybe somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's like learning to stop apologizing.
More of a Mean Girls vibe. Yeah, exactly. I think the opening number would be everyone sort of has this Mean Girls attitude of like they're saying sorry, but they don't mean sorry. It's like, oh, sorry. Coming up on 3 minutes now, getting close, getting very close, and that's 3 minutes.
Fuck! Alright,
You have 1 minute remaining to make your board game musical. I should hope that the board game will sort of speak for itself in which board game that you chose. That I would say that's probably an important criteria of mine, being able to recognize what board game you did. What other ones? I feel like, Candyland would kind of write itself,
Oh, it's definitely like a nice adventure tale.
Okay, coming up on time. 5, 4,
Wait, what?
3, 2, 1, and that's time. Go me.
I never have time.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what we have in store this time. All right, who among you would like to go first?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay. Did Max? Dan? Do you have Max's?
I don't see your screen.
Oh, for some reason it crashed. OBS Ninja crashed. I'll open it back up.
No.
Now let's get that back up and running.
This is a
We go somewhere
very-
else first?
Sure. While Max gets that up, we can go to someone else.
Sure, we can do mine if we're waiting.
Steve. Let's see Steve's musical.
Can you guess what musical it is? You said you would want to be able to understand what.
Yes, for the board games. Let's see, Steve. I think yours is Risk, right?
Yes. And
Yeah, I
they're
think
actively conquering the audience.
Oh, conquering the audience.
Very interactive.
Yeah. As you can see, all of the audience is screaming and running away as the general gives the command to take the audience segment.
Wow, very immersive, very experimental theater of you.
Yeah, and they're making their way down Broadway right now. Hopefully, they'll take the rest of the city by tonight, so that we can move on to the next turn.
Is the audience sort of partitioned off into different sections?
So it's theater by theater. They're actually going to take over Lion King next.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, yeah, very straightforward. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I would, but we ran out of time.
Okay, so Max, let's
Okay,
go back
we're
to
back.
Max.
I think you can tell what board game this
hold,
is.
Hold on, I need to.
Oh,
Give me a second.
you need to pick it up.
Yeah, I need to find your thingy. Which yours? Which one? Which one is yours with the stick figures?
Oh, it's the one with the. It's the one with the
Stick
the
figures.
text. It's the one with the text.
Oh, okay. Yes, give me.
Yeah, let me know when we're
second,
good.
and I can fix it. Heyo. All right, you're in there.
What's up?
Okay, sweet.
Okay. If I had to guess, I would say this is probably Settlers of Catan.
Yes. Yes, correct. So at first I wrote a 2 lines of dialogue, but they didn't rhyme, and I was like, oh, I know these guys are sticklers, and if I write 2 lines of dialogue that won't rhyme, they're gonna be on my back about how, oh, this is supposed to be a musical. Those lines don't rhyme. So then I was like, all right, fine. Now I have to find a rhyming line, but I only got to write 1 down.
So it's not a rhyming line.
How dare you?
You could rhyme with something. Whatever the next line is, we can assume rhymes with it.
You probably know what I was going for.
I feel like I can make an assumption as to what the rhyming you were going for there was. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
I
gonna
have
talk
fun.
about. Oh,
So
yeah.
every time I play Settlers of Catan with my roommates, one of my roommates figured out that in order to build a city, you need wheat and rocks, wheat and stone. So every time we build a city now, we just say, we built this city on rocks and stones, or rock and roll. So, because it's rocks and rolls, because it's bread
that's
and
good. That's
stones, rocks and rolls.
Right. That's very
That's what we
good.
say. Yeah.
That's fun.
Nice.
Oh. There was also going to be, they're holding brick. They have a sheep. There was going to be a thief. The thief was going to be behind them. That's the main antagonistic fort. Well, that's like the, what's it called? The distraction villain. Like, you think the thief is like the bad guy because they've been looming for the entire first act, but then you realize it's kind of like the militia who's actually the bad people, and it's like
Whoa.
the thief was the misunderstood one, and they team up in the end.
Okay.
It's a good story.
Okay.
It's a good story.
Yeah, pretty good. All right. Thank you, Max. Who would like to go next?
I can go next.
All right.
You can tell me if you can guess what game this is.
Let's see. This.
It was really popular for like 3 years, and now nobody plays it.
I want to.
You probably played it early on in your college, almost certainly.
Early on
Is
in
it
college.
D&D or something?
No.
Oh man.
He knows what it is.
What?
Do you know what it is, Steve?
No, I am
No.
actively thinking.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know.
It's all right. I'll explain it. This is kind of, I imagine the story as like a real like Island of Misfit Toys style story. So this is one of the early group numbers where everyone's like getting around talking about how sad they are, and then someone's going to step forward and be like, we can make a change, and they all come together. These are a few select images from Cards Against Humanity. So there's a sad fat dragon with no friends, your inner demons, your dead parents, grandma's ashes, 2 midgets shitting in a bucket. Like there's, just a lot of the classics.
Where's bees?
I only, do you know how hard it was to find cards and then draw them in a short amount of time?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I imagine this has kind of got like a Pippin meets Island of Misfit Toys style of thing.
Yeah,
That's the thing
very
about
good.
at this game though, Pan, is you ask someone what the best card is, everyone gives you a different answer. But
Yeah,
these are
everyone
some
has a
ones-
favorite card.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what I got.
Okay. I see it now. Yeah. It's funny. Plastic Citizen. I also guessed Mousetrap, just because of like the colors and the various like completely unrelated sort of things, seeming things. But now that you say and like what the cards are and everything, I definitely see that.
Yeah.
All right, and last but certainly not least, what have you got?
I made this decision before you started talking about it, but this is for Sorry the Musical.
Okay.
But this is more like in the middle of like Act 2, or maybe even the Act 1 finale, you know?
Wow.
Mhm.
It started, I spent most of the time working on the lyrics, but yeah.
Wow. Dan,
Wow.
this is pretty beautiful.
Honestly, not a bad song. What have I done? What have I become? Can I
can
gain
you see
peace
it for
ever
me? I'm
find?
still waiting for my stream to catch up, so I can't see what you've
Oh,
drawn
okay.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted the costumes to be the Sorry game piece.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the
there's
costume
but I adapted them to be like hoop skirts. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because that's how it would be. Yeah.
What's the song? Can you sing the song for me?
Dom was doing a good job. Dom, you want to do it?
Oh no, damn, please, I'd love to hear your
All right.
interpretation.
It's sort of like, what have I done? What have I become? Can a game piece ever find peace? I don't feel like I've won. Something like that. I
Wow.
don't
And the
know.
music swells and there's a long instrumental section.
Yeah. It's not
Oh, I
that-
love it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very-
I see it now. Wow. Oh, so this is sort of like Romeo and Juliet style, like houses divided, huh?
I feel like it's a little more like Macbethian, you know? It kind of has that like the ambition feels like a huge part
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, it's
I can
blue.
kind of
Blue
see it
came.
being a combination of a lot of Shakespeare plays. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Well, like blue came with a note saying that they're sorry, but red destroyed them anyway. And then,
And then saw the note afterward.
yeah, and then they're like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Again, very Shakespearean. Very Shakespearean.
Mhm.
And not a bad way to end Act 1.
Shakespeare typically didn't make musicals, but that doesn't mean that a musical cannot be Shakespeare.
Ah, look, there weren't any instruments, but the dialogue was music.
Ah, yes. Those monkeys sure know how to type.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've seen all of them, and they're all definitely very special in their own ways. Time for the judging. Okay. In fourth place, I think I'm going to go with Steve. I just feel like the concept was kind of, I don't know, not as fleshed out as it could have been. I like the interpretation. I like that you're really bringing it out of the theater and into just straight up conquering places. That's very interesting. But I do kind of want a bit of a plot. I need some relatable characters, you know? So, then in third place, I think I am going to give to Max. It's solid. I like it. But it definitely also just feels kind of like something that, you know, a high school could very easily put on. And I'm looking for the next big thing, you know?
Right. I hear you.
Yeah. And speaking of the next big thing, I'm going to give it to Dan. I
Well
think
served.
just it has it all there. You've got the lyrics of the song, so I know it's a musical. It's very recognizable characters. The plot is intriguing and interesting and could be, you know, could go in any number of ways. And it really lives up to the title.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my judging.
Super good, Dad. Really well done.
Thanks. Yeah, well-deserved horse clap. Thanks. Alrighty then. Let's move on to our next drawing. Chat, what would you like to see the fellas draw today? Drop them in there. I would like to see it.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I honestly spent like just the first 2 minutes just writing the lyrics, and I was like, okay, quick.
It's the fact that you took the time to actually figure out how the costuming for it would work that really sold me on the brilliance of it.
I just started to draw the pieces, and I was like, fuck, this isn't. Then I faked it. Let us see what they got. What you got, chat? Oh man, I can't torture them twice. Plastic Citizen, I really can't. As much as I want to, I can't do it to them twice. I think a good location. We haven't done too many location-based things.
Oh yeah.
So if you have any locations, chat, that you're thinking of. And then anything you would want in said locations that you wouldn't expect to be in said locations.
Any places that you want to feel like you're truly there, because our drawings are going to be so well rendered that it's going to take you on a spiritual journey.
Yeah, I hope you're watching this in VR to get the full effect.
Yeah.
Really immersive. With stereo surround sound.
Interesting. I think we've done McDonald's before, but still a good suggestion.
We've done sexy McDonald's.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. Well, that was just sexy fast food mascots, right?
No,
No, it was specifically the sexy hamburger.
Yeah, the hamburger.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We definitely did another one with just fast food mascots, though.
Yes.
Maybe.
It was Monarchs, right? As fast food, because Steve was judging it, I think.
I don't remember that.
No, Steve wasn't judging it. No, but I remember we did a whole thing about they had to be like ancient depictions of fast food mascots or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
Something like that.
All right. I'm going to do some mixing and matching here. Yeah. All right. Interesting. Okay. Oh man, every time something's written, I get a new idea. Okay. I want to see a birthday party in the style of hieroglyphs.
Okay.
Okay.
You want us to use hieroglyphs to depict? And by hieroglyphs, I assume you don't mean just the hieroglyph language. You mean just that style of art?
That style, yes. You don't
Got
need
it.
to literally use the language, but
Got it.
I should see the inspiration. And you can go anywhere you want with the birthday party aspect of it.
Cool.
All right. Let me pull up me timer. All right. Your 4 minutes start now.
Oh boy.
Oh geez, Rick. How's everyone doing, chat? Yeah, they'll get +10 for that, J-Mald, if they spell happy birthday in hieroglyphs. But unfortunately, the score is out of 1,000,000, so the +10 won't be too much.
Thanks, Dan.
My rubric is very
Real trooper.
elevated. All right, you got 3.5 minutes. Random mode is what we are looking for, Plastic Citizen. Forever and always. Forever and always. All right, you are at 3 minutes. 25% has gone. It's usually in random mode, yeah. I mean, we're also like that, so no shame. No shame. Anyone do anything fun this weekend? I acted in a movie this weekend.
It's true, I saw it.
A short film. That's most of what I did all weekend. And I bought board games. That was the other thing. All right. Almost at 2 minutes. First time. I mean, it's just a short film for a friend. It's not a... Ooh, a lot of color comes to the Dom screen. All right, now you're at 2 minutes. Yeah. I've been wanting to make another short film, but I don't have an idea that I like yet. Chat, give me ideas for short films while we're waiting. A minute 30. You've gotten so many to start. You're right. Honestly, I should just make Sorry the Musical, the short film. Or Puberty, the musical.
Touch Puberty.
Yeah. Oh man. That wouldn't be a bad short film. Is the worst part. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry, the musical. You'll understand in 2030. Yeah, a time travel musical about puberty plants. Yeah. 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Hands up! Get those hands up! All right. How's everyone feeling? Feeling good? Feeling good? Anyone bold enough to go first?
I like it, but I wish I could have included a lot more.
Yeah, I wish I could have just done more, is my thing.
I'll try going first.
All right. All right, Max. What you got? Okay.
So
yeah.
this is my depiction of a birthday party in hieroglyphs. It is an axe throwing birthday party.
Oh, okay.
You can see from the first kind of line, and then what I like most about this is that last piece on the top right is people don't exactly. I think that's a dual meaning. You know, there's a couple things going on here where it can be read horizontally and vertically. So there's one subject who's doing the axe throwing, and there's maybe an explosion at the end. And then the second horizontal line is another figure who's maybe drinking something. And then there's the skull, and then there's the rotation sign.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Right, but vertically, it can also be read that that the top right is a star, and below it is indicating the rotation around that star, that 1 year has passed.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, also the cup that's in the bottom row, it's likely referring to an alcoholic drink that was available at the time. But also, you know, you can see how the axe being thrown at the target is somewhat similar to the drink being turned into a skull, because you know, birthday is you're moving towards death, but also you're celebrating life, which inherently puts you closer to death by doing things like drinking alcoholic beverages. So there's a lot there.
Deep. Big deep. I really thought your skull was a toilet, but it is. It is a skull. All right.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yes.
All right. Who's next?
I can go.
All right, Steve.
All right, so here we have Anubis's birthday, and he is weighing the gifts. Now, in Egyptian culture, if you weigh the gift and it is equal in weight of a feather, it's a truly genuine gift, a pure-hearted gift, and it's good to accept. But if it weighs more than a feather, then that person has committed some kinds of acts either to get it or the gift is disingenuous, and you'll be fed to the crocodile demon Amit. And so here we have Horus gifting a gift to Anubis, and at the top you can clearly read happy birthday with the starting with the eye of Horus, moving into the bust figure, then the Ankh and the twisting ropes, finishing with the reeds in the traditional format. So
All right, that's plus 10 points right there. But yeah, I mean, I think the art style is really nice too. You really hit the style on the head. All right, who's next?
I can go next.
All right.
So mine is from an excavation site. There's a pharaoh who has received a present that has displeased him, so he is demanding that it be returned. As you know, they were the only people important enough to have their birthdays celebrated back then. So every gift that was brought was cataloged to make sure who was going to get into the afterlife and who wasn't. And this poor soul is thought it'd be funny to do the ancient Egyptian version of like those snakes in a can by putting a live snake in the pharaoh's present. But that was pharaohs aren't known for their senses of humor. So it was a joke so bad it got chiseled into the walls of history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hate how good the art is for this.
It's really
Thanks.
Oh God, it's just so it's exactly right.
Nice.
I did use reference information. Thanks for that.
All right, and Alex?
Me, yeah. So I kind of pictured that this would be like wrapped around a column, perhaps pillar, and essentially, it's got the pharaoh in the middle, and this is a surprise birthday party. So the gods are surprising the pharaoh with cake on one side and presents on the other, and the pharaoh is just surprised and genuinely happy to see that their friends are there and that So the pharaoh is naked.
Birthday.
It was just that's the time. Birthdays. This is where the term birthday suit comes from. Is that you would typically be naked on your birthday because it was indecent for the gods to see you in any kind of coverings. Or at least that's what archaeologists have interpreted from these hieroglyphics.
Interesting. All right, this is a very hard decision I have ahead of me. All right.
Got to do your decision-making stretch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so hard.
I think you mean raw, Daniel.
Okay. I'm gonna wing it. Okay. In fourth place, I'm going to give it to Alex. I did like it, it's just someone has to be at the bottom. I'm sorry. There was bonus points because they were naked, but... Alright. In third place, I'm gonna give it to Dom. The art style's good, the story's good. Just left a smidge to be desired. And they're all good, it's hard. In second place, I'm gonna give it to Max. It's just the versatility, the modern aesthetic, the interpretation, the toilet. all beautiful. And Steve, I mean, you got plus 10 points. I had to put you in first, but also your art style is good, and I would believe everything you said were true, even if you made it up. So.
Yeah, funny thing, the ritual I just described was actually the opposite of your birthday, which is what happens when you die.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Anticipato.
Potato, anticipatato. Yeah.
On our merch store now.
You say tomato and I say tomato because I'm averse to conflict.
All right.
Alrighty.
It's just Max left, right?
Just Max.
Okay. Just me. All right, everybody. I liked where Dan's head was at. I said dead. I liked where Dan's head was at with the location. I'm also looking for a location. We didn't exactly do a specific location last time, so let's keep working back at that location. I think there's something good there. But also, if you just have random ideas that you want to do, just also put them in chat. I could very possibly be mixing and matching things together. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, 3 great ones already. Yeah, we want a hard location that they have to depict, but then an interpretive thing that is occurring there. So we want a specific location, but then a second action that's happening that's like they can take it in any direction.
Everyone do the pose.
Can you blur my screen so people can see the monstrosity I just made?
Oh no.
What did you do?
I was just messing around. Yeah, I don't know where.
God.
I didn't mean it to be this, but I made a fly. I don't know. Anyways, what's that? Sorry, that's all I need. You can...
Okay. Let's see. Interesting one. Let's see. Yes, that's true, Jamal. So I can't give that to them. Not Mr. Rogers in jail. Okay, just because it's weird, I'm gonna choose Plastic Citizens Beneath the Flat Earth. You said Beneath the Flat Earth in 8-bit, but I think that's maybe a bit too out there, which we almost will never say. But Alex, I think you might be muted. We didn't hear that last part.
Oh, I just said maybe it's 8 bits too out there.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's just it is a location, but it also is very interpretive. Underneath the flat earth is your last prompt. I'm gonna get a timer for 4 minutes because we will never give you guys enough time to draw something good. Okay, everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go. Whew. We're at the end, everybody. Who do you think is gonna win? There's a lot of good contenders out there. I'm quite excited to see what they're gonna draw. I hope you're having a great Tuesday night, everybody. This has been a fun one. It's always fun with MS Paint Night. We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the timer.
Okay.
I promise that I won't do that's 3 minutes, implying like, oh, that's 3 minutes that have passed, saying that there's only 2 minutes left, because some people do that, and it's like, don't make me think. Just tell me how much time is left. Speaking of which, that's 50 seconds that have passed. That's 50 seconds that have passed. We have 3 minutes left 3 minutes left on the clock, everybody. I've always wondered how thick the flat Earth is. Like, it has to have some depth, but if it has depth, how flat can it really be? That's a great question. Yeah, Jamal. I don't know. Maybe that's going to go into the design somewhat. That's a great point. We are coming down on 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the round. Everybody, you should have your concepts fully formed and getting through on the execution. Halfway point, you should have a decent way through on your execution and really try and start to look at how to finish it all up. I think this one's gonna be great. 2 minutes and 10 seconds are left. We're coming up on the halfway point so far, and that is right about now is the 2 minute mark. 2 minutes have passed, 2 minutes are left. That's the only time where you can use that and not have it be confusing, because it's the same thing either way. Everyone is nice and focused. I love to see it. It's good to just stare at people's faces while they're looking really intently at these. I know that I zoom way into my computer screen because sometimes I actually try hard on these. There's 1 minute and 30 seconds left. There's 90 seconds left, everybody. So is the theory that the underside is flat because the side we're on has mountains and hills, which makes it not flat? Yeah, Jamal, that's a great point. You keep asking questions. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know anything about flat Earth. So I can't answer them. We have 1 minute remaining. 60 seconds are left on the clock. You should try to be thinking how to finish yours. Everything from Steve's just disappeared. Oh no, it's back again. Okay, I was concerned for a minute.
I'm doing something.
Okay, Steve is doing something, which is great. There's 45 seconds left, everybody. 45 seconds left. Giving you a lot of notice because I don't like getting blindsided in this game.
You don't like Sandra Bullock? Wow, rude, Max.
Wow. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds are left on the clock. If you need to type something, type it now. I can speak from experience. 20 seconds left. There's 20 seconds left, everyone. Okay. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Put your finishing touches on now. 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds left. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Great job, everybody. Okay. For the last time tonight, who's first?
I can go first.
All right, Dawn. Jump on up.
Yeah, so everyone knows that flat Earth is just an umbrella for a cosmic space entity, and that all planets are really just umbrellas for cosmic space entities. The great cosmic joke of it all, though, is that Earth is a water planet, so it's constantly raining on this poor space entity. They can't figure out why.
Wow.
So it keeps moving around, i.e. rotating, even though it is a disk. It rotates around the sun, and that causes it to only get more wet. But yeah, that's what I got.
Wow. And so the orange bar to the left is the handle.
Yes, yeah, it's
Okay.
on an axis.
Right, and the white to the right is the water.
Yeah, it's a light blue. You get a little lost in the blackness of the space around.
No, I see. This is terrifying, but also inspired. I love it. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
All right. So, as any good flat earther knows, Mars is just kind of a hoax in terms of what we think Mars is. Because the truth is, on the underside of Earth is actually Mars.
That's where NASA goes to get those pictures to make us think that it's another planet very far away. In reality, NASA just kind of sends a satellite or a rover or whatever that goes around the edge and then back up onto Mars. You can dig your way there, but there is like a thin layer of lava between the two, which is why it's tough to actually dig all the way there to Mars. But yeah, so I have the Curiosity rover there. One thing that people don't really realize, though, is that this is also where heaven and hell are. A lot of people assume that hell is below Earth, but in reality, it's just a convenient place for them to be, whether it's heaven or hell. So God and Satan are just kind of chilling, playing some chess on Mars, because that's, this is their domain. You'll basically, when you die, you end up on Mars. And so, yeah, this is sort of where you were to go if you were to go all the way through the flat Earth and get to the other side.
Okay, there's a lot there, and I like all of it. Great. Okay, next.
Dan, you want to go?
I could go, yeah. So this answers a lot more questions and proposes a lot of answers. So
interesting.
This is the burger of the flat Earth. So it's a triple decker. We are just the top level. So right below the Earth is actually the layer of cheese. And if you actually look above, the stars we see in the sky are just the sesame seeds of the bun above us. Yeah, it's only $5.99. But actually, each burger consists of 3 parallel universes with a lettuce and cheese component separating them, with 2 buns that structure them together.
Some real hitchhikers.
Oh, how I wish I was born on the cheese plane.
You don't want to. It's sort of limbo-esque area. Everything is cheese, including you. It's kind of
yeah.
The only thing that can exist there is cheese.
Right. How much do you really want to eat cheese when you are entirely cheese yourself? That's a good point. Okay. Wow, Dan. There's
eat a lot of cheese.
Yeah, this is eye-opening, truly.
Yeah. It's the truth. Someone has to say it.
It's true, and you're brave, and I appreciate that. Steve, you're up.
So I've got another truth to speak, and it's not the most heady conceptually, but here we have a meeting of the reptilian people that control the government, the gray aliens that also control the government, and Mr. Illuminati, because a lot of people think it's a group, but it's really just one. I think it classifies as an individual. I'm not really sure what they identify as. It is just a floating triangle with an eye on it that radiates light from seemingly behind it, but it turns around and then it's the same thing on the other side, and there's still light coming from behind it somehow. Anyway, we just call it Mr. Illuminati just for short. And they're just chilling, figuring out what they want to do next. And there's some people on the other side.
Right, the humans on the other side.
So the thing on the dollar, that's a portrait. That's another portrait.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very vain. He likes, I should say, it really likes pictures of itself. That's the true goal of the Illuminati, is just to spread pictures of Mr. Illuminati.
So this is a physical plane?
Yes, it's physically underneath the Earth, and you can just, like, people are worried you're gonna fall off now. You can just walk right over.
Okay, right. And they have like buildings, and they walk around just like we do.
Oh no, there's no building. It's just all dirt down there.
Okay.
But they like to hang out because nobody else is there.
Is there cheese?
Unfortunately, there is no cheese. I know this is gonna reduce my chat points. But I mean, you can bring whatever you want to the other side of the Earth. You're not restricted to different planes of existence.
Right.
Steve,
And
you
Alex?
said the reptilians are there. Is this where the dinosaurs actually went, rather than going extinct as well, or is that?
In a way, yes, the dinosaurs are technically extinct only because they evolved into the reptilians that control the government.
I see.
Makes sense. They had a lot of time to do it.
Yeah.
I see. Ooh, okay. Wow. 4 fantastic envisionings of what's really happening here. Really great ones. Okay, let's see. Coming in at 4th is going to be Steve's. Steve, I appreciate the multiple lines that you drew from to be able to create this fully fleshed world. But there's a lot to compete with in this category. In 3rd, I'm going to go with Alex. Again, I like your world that you've built here. That I really like that there's heaven and hell on the other side, and Mars. You know, like heaven, hell, and Mars are all in the same area. Like that's great. But again, a lot to work with here. This one is tough. But for first place for gold, I got to give it to Dom. Dan, I like yours so much. It's so creative. It's so good. But just
that face, you can't say no to that face. I get it.
It's the face. Yeah, it's the face. Also, like the old epic tale irony of holding the earth to protect yourself from a rainstorm, but it constantly is raining on you because you're holding it. Like that feels
Max
just
enjoys a good Sisyphusian myth.
Exactly.
That's the way to his heart.
It feels like an ancient tale. Yeah, and I love that. But Dan, it doesn't mean that I don't love your multiple patties theory. And you can't argue with $5.99. That's a great price.
It's a great deal. It's a good deal.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's like we're living our lives, but we don't know at what point we're gonna be ordered from the menu and a god is gonna take a bite out of our world. You know?
Yeah, it's a great point. A great way to make God laugh is tell him that you think you're tasty.
I would love to read a sci-fi novel about half the world waking up and there's a bite mark missing out of the earth. All of where South America was is just now a big cave to the center of the earth, but there's clearly a bite mark in it. That's pretty cool.
That sounds like a shitty Netflix series that gets
it does. Well, those young adult novels turn into shitty Netflix series. It's an ecosystem.
That's a good point.
But,
Netflix presents The Uneaten.
Yeah. We call ourselves the Swallowrites, people who were supposed to be swallowed, but we're not there at the time. Anyways, I don't mean to say it writes itself.
It just might.
It just might.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I think that's all of our placements.
That's
That
it.
is it. The game has been
the
set.
game.
Alrighty. I will now reveal the final scores for tonight's 60-Minute Madness. In last place is Maximilian with 24 points. Good job, Max. Good job.
Thanks.
After that is Steve with 22 points. Good job, Steve. Following that in third is Alex with 21. Very close.
It's quite close.
In a shocking turn of events, he had such a low self-esteem, but in second place is Dan with 18 points, and then I was a little bit ahead with 15 points. But it was honestly very close almost the entire game. It's really the last 2 rounds that really shook things up.
Right, yeah.
Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Dan, you thought you were gonna fail so hard. In fact,
This is the best night I've ever done. I've
really
never
did
done
super
better
well.
at MS Paint night than tonight.
we're getting a lot better at this game, just in general. I would say, really starting to crush it.
Some of us.
I realized it's all about the concept, not the art.
Yeah.
So I've just been focusing on the concept.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think your art's getting better for it, is the thing. You're going with a more solid concept, and you're coming out with a better art as a result.
Dan, one thing I was legitimately impressed by is in your last one, you did make 3 different Earth structures in different colors, and like even just getting like the land masses like kind of close. Like that's a lot of detail to do in 4 minutes, and like the concept too. Like it really was good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. No losers here. No losers here. Alrighty. Well, let's go find a friend to say hello to, and then call it an evening. Yeah. Why don't we go say hi to who's this on the front page? Getting an ad for something.
What are we doing this Friday?
Oh, we're doing
Improv. When do we want it?
Friday.
9 p.m. Eastern.
We're gonna go raise.
Also, thanks, Plastic.
Shout out
Plastic.
to Plastic Citizen. Thank you for the 500 bits.
Thank you.
Well, absolute stuff.
100 more bits, and we can get you 3 universe Earths stacked on top of each other with.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
Only 99 more bits, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
So I don't know who this individual is, but they got a cool backdrop. So we're gonna go say hi to this person named Cody. Let's go show and tell love.
Okay.
Let's go say hi to Cody. Goodbye, everybody.
We'll see you Friday for more improv.
See you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.